Leo Vargas, 32, hikes with boundless energy, his camera ready to capture the breathtaking mountain vista. His laughter echoes through the open air as he arranges to meet a friend, his voice filled with joy. The camera becomes an extension of his eye, framing the majestic landscape. The vast scenery highlights his freedom and zest for life, a feeling as expansive as the view. The mountain wind howls, whipping through the pass as Leo walks, his breath clouding in the frigid air. Silently, armed figures materialize from behind the jagged rocks, their faces obscured by dark hoods. The sharp, muffled reports of silenced weapons echo as danger erupts in the serene mountain pass. Leo is forced roughly towards a waiting vehicle, his struggle futile against the sudden assault. The world outside blurs into streaks of color as the vehicle door slams shut, sealing his fate. Darkness engulfs him, the chilling reality of captivity replacing the illusion of freedom. Stripped and marked, Leo is violently thrown into the stark, concrete cell, his body hitting the cold floor. A single caged bulb casts harsh, unforgiving light, turning the room into a canvas of dancing shadows. The heavy steel door slams shut with a deafening echo, sealing Leo in a suffocating silence. The room offers no escape. The silence is broken only by Leo's ragged breaths in the oppressive darkness. In the cramped basement cell, Leo's restless pacing echoes his inner turmoil. A prisoner of his own mind, he argues with himself in hushed tones, memories fading like ghosts in the dim light. The question of release obsesses him, each moment stretching into an eternity of despair. When will they let me out of here? Leo whispers, his voice barely audible above the silence. It has been months, he cries out, the weight of his confinement pressing down on him. Desperation claws at him as he whispers, I can't take it anymore, his spirit teetering on the edge. In the damp basement cell, time stands still. Leo, gaunt, sits on the cold floor, the air heavy around him. A rusted bolt becomes a tool, clutched tightly in his hand, a symbol of defiance against the suffocating darkness. Light spills through the narrow food slot, a stark reminder of the world outside, a beacon in his prison. He scratches a mark on the wall, a tiny act, each stroke a testament to his enduring spirit. With each opening of the slot, another mark appears, a silent declaration. I exist. In the cold, stark basement cell, Leo confronts his confinement, his eyes burning with fierce resolve. He begins his mental regimen, a solitary warrior reclaiming his strength in the face of despair. Push-ups in place, each movement a defiant act against his captivity. Muscles strain, sweat beads on his brow, but his determination remains unyielding. His face is etched with the pain and resolve of a man fighting to reclaim his life. Each repetition is a victory, pushing back the darkness that threatens to consume him. In the dim basement cell, Leo writes a novel in his head, each day a new chapter etched in his mind. He crafts a world within the confines of his prison, his imagination, his only escape. His eyes reflect a vibrant world, a stark contrast to the bleak reality surrounding him. A novel blooms in the darkness, nurtured by hope and the will to create. Dust motes swirl in the lone light beam slicing through the basement cell's gloom. Leo, eyes closed, sits on the bare floor, lost in a mental world. Imagined voices of family echo in the stark silence, filling his solitude. A faint smile graces Leo's lips, finding solace in these phantom connections. Dust motes dance in the faint sunlight of the basement cell, highlighting the stale, damp air. Leo sits cross-legged on the cold floor, a tin cup clutched in his calloused hands. He closes his eyes, a moment of quiet amidst the desolation. Taking a slow sip, he savors the meager offering. Water. The water, it always tastes the same, Leo reflects, his voice a low murmur, a small mercy. But it sustains me, he concludes. finding solace in the barest of comforts. In the dim light, shadows stretch across the cold basement cell, heavy with the scent of damp stone and hopelessness. The warden's face appears at the slot, partially hidden in shadow, a silent observer in this desolate place. Leo speaks, his voice echoing softly in the confined space. "Thank you for the food." The warden's silence hangs heavy, an unspoken power dynamic filling the air. The act of offering food transforms into a stark, dehumanizing transaction. Narration. Forcing a human transaction. In the dim basement cell, Leo's gaze is vacant, his strength sapped by illness. The strange marks on the wall have ceased to appear, an omen of despair. Mental novels blur, their narratives dissolving into meaningless fragments. A heavy apathy smothers even the faintest flicker of resistance within him. Each breath is a reminder of his weakening grip on reality. His eyes, once bright with defiance, now reflect only the cold stone of his prison. In the dimly lit basement cell, young Leo is hunched over, lost in the pages of an old magazine. The faint light accentuates the youthful contours of his face as he studies the blurred photograph. His eyes meticulously scan every detail of a forest scene, absorbing its essence. He is building his memory palace, a sanctuary within the confines of his mind. Hours melt away as he mentally walks through the forest, etching every detail into his memory. The magazine becomes his portal, a silent escape from the cold reality of his confinement. New voices echo outside the heavy steel door, breaking the prisoner's long silence. The warden's footsteps, once familiar, now falter, a hesitant shuffle replacing his brisk pace. The scraping of the food tray, once a predictable rhythm, becomes erratic and unsettling. A shift in power, a subtle tremor, hints at a change in the foundations of captivity. The prisoner senses a change in the air, a long-awaited shift in the desolate existence. In the bleak basement cell, the food slot clangs open, but the bolt sticks, an agonizing tease of freedom. Leo strains to hear the footsteps fade, his heart pounding with desperate hope. His gaze settles on the rusted bolt, a glint of mad inspiration in his eyes. Adrenaline surges as he grips the cold metal, a surge of hope in the grim surroundings. He painstakingly works the mechanism, the rusted bolt his only ally in this desperate bid. Leo steps into the cool, rainy night, the unlocked door swinging gently behind him. The rain washes over his face, an overwhelming sensation of cold and release. Each drop feels like a baptism as it streams down his skin. He stumbles forward, driven by an unseen force. A distant road shimmers in the rain-streaked darkness, a beacon of hope. He squints, his eyes fixed on the distant promise of escape. Each step a struggle. Sunlight paints dust motes as Leo, aged, faces his therapist. Years etched in his face, each line a story of survival. His voice, raspy yet firm, fills the minimalist room. He speaks of enduring the unthinkable with quiet intensity. I survived the infinite hour by focusing on 1 second at a time, Leo confesses, a testament to human resilience. Now, I teach other hostages the architecture of the mind, he reveals, his words echoing with profound understanding.